I F19 found my boyfriend's ex's pics and videos, 19M on his phone. Hi, I'm looking for advice on how to handle a situation that's been bothering me. A few nights ago, I went on my boyfriend's phone to look for a photo, and out of curiosity, I checked his hidden folder. I wasn't expecting to find anything, but I came across a recent photo of his ex that she had posted on TikTok, showing her figure. For some context, a few months ago I asked him to block her on TikTok because I felt uncomfortable with her repeatedly appearing on his For You page. Seeing this made me worry that he may not have blocked her and could still be checking her content, which hurt my trust. As I scrolled further, I also found old nude photos and sex videos from when they were together. They broke up about 3 years ago. When I asked him about it, he said he didn't know and that he forgot to delete them. This situation brought back a lot of insecurity for me, especially since she was his first serious relationship. I'm feeling confused, hurt, and unsure how to move forward. What do you think I should do now? Why can't you just be honest and say you went snooping through his phone instead of being like, oh, I was innocently looking for a photo and just went into his hidden folder, not expecting to find anything. Be for real. You went looking for dirt and got what you wanted. Enjoy. CP is illegal. I wasn't expecting to find anything. Your actions prove that was a lie. Low-key, I'd delete all of it permanently and then not say anything loudly crying face, because what's he gonna do? Go. Hey, did you go delete my ex's nudes off my phone from my hidden folder? Laughing my ass off, sorry, but on a real note, that's fucked up. Even if he forgot they were there, which I highly doubt. You sound like you have the social intelligence of a 4-year-old if you think this was a convincing lie to complete strangers on the internet. So what you will with that. A few months ago, I asked him to block her on TikTok because I felt uncomfortable with her repeatedly appearing on his For You page. A recent photo of his ex that she had posted on TikTok, showing her figure. Some of y'all glossing over this. The fact that he did this is a massive red flag. It means he's actively using his hidden folder and is saving screenshots of her from now in there along with old nudes from when she was underage. That's fucked. I, 42 female, told my crush, 46 male, I like him. And now I don't know what to do. I, 42F, am recently divorced 6 months today. And I have 4 kids and the ex is still. Annoying. He was abusive, he's still trying to control things, and he doesn't like that I don't comply. My friend and crush, 46M, has been really kind and supportive and amazing with my kids. He helped bring joy back into my home. We've known one another for 5 years in passing, 1.5 more closely, for months very closely. He often stays overnight at my house, sleeps on the couch, watches my kids for short periods and is kindness personified. He is curious and funny and smart, and he brings those things out in me too. He builds them secret rooms, helps fix things. He's incredible. And if nothing else, he's shown me what to look for in a future relationship. Yesterday, I told him I like him. It was easily the most awkward thing ever. We were watching YouTube videos, and I was getting ready to leave to get a few more gifts for my kids. They are with their dad. And I said, I'm getting ready to go, and my ears started ringing. You probably already know this, but I like you, as more than a friend. Nothing had to change or whatever, but I wanted you to know. My hearing returned. He smiled, said, right on, and gave me knuckles. And then showed me he'd put a picture of me in college in my oldest son's room, on wall. I told him it was from when I studied abroad. And then I said goodbye and left. When I got home, he seemed perfectly friendly and normal. Again, keep in mind my ex was abusive, so I was expecting some reaction. Honestly, I was expecting a thanks but no thanks. Maybe that's what that was? Just like the world's gentlest rejection? And I think ball is in his court if he has any shared feelings. Could he? Goodness, I sound like a teenager. Going to be straight here. Even with your history, it's way too soon. 6 months out of a divorce with an ex who is abusive and going to actively interfere. Been there, and it's a nightmare walking into that. He likely knows it. He may have feelings, but guaranteed he is going to be cautious. Right on. Here's my personal take based on my personal experience. He could very well care about you, but knows you're just recently divorced. He could respect the relationship as is, and like me, be completely oblivious in how to respond. Or it flew over his head exactly how you meant it, and it'll click at 4 in the morning on a Saturday in 5 years, and he'll wake up going, that's what she meant. It wasn't a rejection. He is 46, and probably not expecting to discuss this in high school terms. There's multiple things you can do next. You can ask to go have a fancy dinner together, for example, to get to know each other better, if that is something you'd like. If you want to, you can also propose to kiss or cuddle, either verbally or non-verbally. There's a chance he will reject it, but the response right now just doesn't mean anything either way. It's killing me that you have a crush like a teenage girl, and he replied like a teenage boy. I hope it works out red hard. You don't need to be getting into a relationship right now. You're freshly divorced from an abusive man. You need therapy to deal with the hell he put you through. Your kids need stability. Am I, F32, delusional on how good I have it with my M33 5-year relationship? I've been dating my boyfriend for 5 years now. I made it clear at the very beginning of the relationship. I wanted to get married long-term, and that the absolute longest I would wait was 5 years. We just crossed our 5-year anniversary in November. My boyfriend is extremely neat and tidy. He's handsome. He's a talented musician. He's a millionaire. He's never jealous, concerned, or controlling in regards to anything I do. And I feel like these elements alone make me the envy of a lot of my peers. But the thing is, I feel like we don't even have a relationship. We hardly talk above a surface level. Aside from cuddling, we don't have any kind of physical relationship. We don't kiss. We don't have spicy sleep. He doesn't consider me in any of his decisions. Obviously, he still hasn't proposed. And recently he got a promotion at work and spends every moment of his spare time at work. I've expressed to him multiple times, so I feel like an object in our relationship, not even like a trophy wife, but more like a teddy bear. I feel like he expects me to wait for him to need a cuddle. Then when he gets a cuddle, he feels satisfied and leaves off to do whatever he wants again. The holidays are killing me because I'm watching all of my friends and peers excited to spend the holidays with their partners, showing me all the thoughtful gifts they bought each other. As usual, my partner didn't buy me anything and asked me not to buy him anything. We're spending Christmas apart and alone. I maybe get one text every day. I feel like most of you guys would say, dump him, obviously. But I can't help but think at my age if I get back into the dating circle, it will just be hopeless. I think I've sunk into a depression, and I don't even know if I know how to love anyone anymore. Sorry for getting emo. Maybe I'm using this platform as a means or journaling. You've got a rich, hot roommate who occasionally wants cuddles. That's not a relationship. You told him what you needed 5 years ago, and he's ignored all of it. 32 isn't ancient, and being alone beats being this lonely with someone. 32 is not too old. Don't settle for a miserable relationship just because you're scared of being alone. Loneliness is when you feel unwanted, unheard. It's not something you can get rid of by just having a random next to you. The misery will build up, and as you get older and spend more time in this, it will be even harder to leave. I left my ex of 8 years who put minimal effort, including dragging on proposing, when I was 31. The days after the breakup was scary, but also incredibly freeing. I finally felt like I didn't have a burden anymore. I'm now 33 and married to the most wonderful guy. You can do it, Opie. He doesn't love you. 32 is young. Don't give up on yourself. You deserve someone who loves you and cherishes you and wants you. And it's not this guy, unfortunately. Also, for the love of everything, people need to stop saying spicy sleep. Just say sex. We're all adults here. Loudly crying face. Girl, you're 32. You're going to be fine. Also, better to be alone and happy and in control of your life than with someone who actively makes you feel like shit, no matter how good they objectively are. It sounds like he is not very into your relationship. He is living his own life. He doesn't have a strong sex drive, or he isn't into you for some reason. One could speculate why or who he may be attracted to, and perhaps is in denial about that attraction. You gave him a timeline which he has seemed to have ignored. I think it is time to tell him that it's been fun, but your relationship goals do not appear to be aligned. Wish him well, and go and find your person. I'm only 3 years younger than you, and I've been unpartnered for almost 5 years now. I'll be honest, the dating scene out here is bleak. But I am fulfilled in my friendships, my career, and my alone time. I'm so much happier than I was with my last partner. You've given plenty of valid reasons to be unhappy in your relationship, and any one of them is reason enough to leave. Do you want this partnership for the rest of your life because you don't think you can find anything better? The better choice is there. Being solitary is better than being in a relationship that's barely there. From the way you describe things, being single won't be that different than now, but you'll be open to more opportunity, to something better. No gift from my 44 female, boyfriend, 39 male. My boyfriend and I have been together for over a year. Last year for Christmas we exchanged gifts, and he gave me earrings, a necklace, and a handwritten card. I felt like it was special and thoughtful, and I wore the necklace and earrings often if not daily for the most part. Fast forward to this year, and he tells me last night that he didn't do any Christmas shopping and has nothing for me. So I gave him his gifts and fed him a nice dinner, as was the plan. I feel hurt and don't know if I should bother bringing it up. I feel as though he couldn't be bothered to be in the least bit thoughtful or make any effort. Am I being petty and childish? This truly feels like it's the thought that matters, and it's not hard to write a card or a note or some other gesture. It doesn't have to be an actual gift or item. Anyways, this feels like it speaks how he feels about our relationship, and I'm not sure what to do. Girl, please, you are 40 years old, please be serious. He doesn't like you. If he wanted to buy you a present he would've, literally anything, but he didn't. I can't believe you still gave him presents. I would've returned them. Wake up, sister. Your boyfriend is not even giving you the bare minimum. /3 I am so very sorry that you experienced this. I was once in a similar situation, and imagine anniversaries, your birthday, and other accomplishments being diminished because your significant other can't even put in the effort to try. Hey, I'm confused and beyond bothered by the fact that not only did you not get me a Christmas gift, you didn't mention you weren't doing Christmas this year. What's up? This amount of lack of effort 1 year in is super concerning. He couldn't even keep it together for a year, so it doesn't speak to the longevity of the relationship, sadly. I've been with my fiancé 6 years, and we still always ball out for Christmas, birthdays and anniversaries, since it's nice to have an excuse to do something kind for each other. If I put my usual effort in, and he didn't reciprocate, I'd be very concerned on how engaged he was in the relationship. He roped you and now you are more settled. He thinks he doesn't need to make the effort. Oh honey, some people. You decide if this is okay for you going forward. Do not pretend everything is okay. Kick him out.